Ever feel like something is missing from our history? A huge gaping hole in the story of humanity? What if I told you that for thousands of years we worshipped a goddess, a creator, a nurturer, the divine feminine? And what if I told you she was deliberately erased? This isn't a myth from a fantasy novel. This is one of history's greatest secrets. For over 30,000 years, from the caves of prehistoric Europe to the fertile valleys of ancient Anatolia, human societies were overwhelmingly centered on the worship of a female deity. Archaeologists have unearthed thousands upon thousands of figurines from this time. Venus of Willendorf, the Sleeping Lady of Malta, they all depict powerful, fertile female forms. These weren't just art, they were icons of the sacred. Societies that worshipped her were often peaceful, egalitarian, and deeply connected to the cycles of nature. So where did she go? Why did we trade the mother goddess for an all-powerful father god? The change was slow, then brutally fast. It began with waves of invasions from nomadic tribes around 4000 BCE. These weren't egalitarian societies. They were patriarchal, warlike, and they brought with them their sky-faring male gods of thunder and combat. They conquered, and their gods conquered with them. But the goddess didn't disappear overnight. For a long time she was assimilated. She became the wife, the sister, or the daughter of the new male gods. A demotion, but she was still there. The real erasure, the final decisive blow, came from a series of meetings known to history as the ecumenical councils. Specifically, councils like the First Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. Now these councils are presented as theological debates to unify Christian doctrine, and they were. But they were also something else. They were the boardroom meetings where the divine feminine was systematically dismantled and ultimately fired from the godhead. Think about it. Early Christianity was full of powerful female figures. Mary Magdalene, called the Apostle to the Apostles. There were Gnostic Gospels, like the Gospel of Mary, that portrayed her as a key spiritual leader, privy to Jesus' most profound teachings. And then there was Sophia, the Greek word for wisdom, often personified as a divine female entity, a co-creator with God. But at these councils, a group of men, bishops and emperors, made decisions for all of Christianity. The Gnostic Gospels declared heresy and burned. The concept of a divine female partner to God, like Sophia, erased the role of women in the church, drastically reduced. Mary Magdalene's reputation was intentionally smeared, recasting her from a leader into a repentant sinner to diminish her influence. It was a deliberate, calculated campaign to create a singular, exclusively male deity. Why? Because a male god reinforces a male-dominated power structure on Earth. If God is the father, the king, the warrior, then kings, priests, and patriarchs are his natural representatives on Earth. Erasing the goddess wasn't just a theological